I might just be screaming into the abyss of the internet and hoping to hear an echo. I think that's what this is. Hi. Welcome to whatever this is. Commentary, podcast, fake podcast. Who knows yet? We're just dibbling and dabbling. I know it's February, but it's 2024. Big news, right?
What?
Oh my God.
A lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of goal-oriented people, or maybe just people in general who are trying to get their life together, have a word of the year sometimes. Or I remember it was kind of a trend to have a word of the year. I think this year it was the whole ins and outs, and that's cool and all, but I think one word can really carry you through the year if you lean into it and what it means for you. This year, my word of the year was move. 4 letters, 1 syllable. Move. Straight from the dictionary. Whoever decided that this was the dictionary, you know?
Who gave you the authority to determine that?
Go in a specified direction or manner, change position. Also can mean make progress, develop in a particular manner or direction. Okay, well, yeah. Emphasis on the first half of that definition of make progress. Well, also develop in a particular manner or direction. I digress. Anyway, I chose move as my word of 2024 because for so long in my life, I have not moved. And I'm not meaning physically, directionally, which I have. I've moved a lot. But anyway, I mean, I haven't moved a lot in terms of allowing myself to evolve and try things and experiment and take action. Because the word move is a very action-oriented word. It's literally a verb that means to take action and move. And I haven't allowed myself to do that in so long, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Specifically for me, sometimes I get caught up in a very perfectionist mindset where I feel like everything has to be perfect for me to move forward.
Well, kind of, because I'm such a fucking perfectionist, you know?
Or everything has to be perfect and all the details have to be correct for me to even take a step and do something and create that energy flow of movement in my life. And this shows up in my career, shows up in my personal life as well. It's just been a struggle, and I really think it's because of perfectionism getting in the way. And that's not to say that I am perfect. And no. Perfectionism is this desire to have everything done correctly in the way that your mind best processes it. And in the ways that your mind thinks it best processes it, and in the way that it thinks things need to be in order to be, the best, in order to be seen by the world or to have the stamp of approval, of success, achievement, whatever, right? And that can be an amazing thing that can really propel people and drive people forward and really help people move. It can, but it can also be a huge, huge hindrance in our lives that can really cripple us and really constrain us and make us feel like we can't make progress if we allow perfectionism to sort of wrap its arms around us and not let it go. We need to be able to see through the fingers of perfectionism to see that we can break out of it and that there's more out there, that we don't have to be crippled by perfectionism. A weird analogy, but anyway, whatever. You get the point, or you get the picture. Where am I going with this? And yeah, that's really something that I'm personally working on myself. I'm sure a lot of other people feel that way as well. I know I've talked to a lot of people who also confirm that this is a big issue or a big challenge to overcome, personally and professionally. I encourage you, if you also feel this way, or if you have challenges with perfectionism, or even if it's not, or even if you don't want to put a label on it as perfectionism, maybe you just want to take more action in life. You want to have more movement, you want to experiment more, and you want to give yourself the freedom to take those steps. Everything has to be a certain way before you do it. You just need to do it.
And if you don't feel confident, just do it anyways.
You need to allow yourself the expression of action, right? Maybe that's a good thing, the expression of action. Writing that down, making a note.
You should be writing that down.
If you can give yourself permission to take action without fear, then you can make so much progress, personally, professionally, in your life, in all areas. I invite you to really lean into the word move if you feel like you can relate to that, because there's so much power in movement, and there's a lot of power in unrestricted movement, and in expressive and in experimental movement, right? There's a lot of personal power in that. That is what I'm going to be doing this year. That's what I'm trying to lean into. That's also kind of why I'm making this video, because I just need to move. I just need to do something. I need to get out of my head. I need to get out of the hamster wheel that is my mind that I live with every day.
Getting off the hamster wheel.
I just need to do something. In the action of movement, you can find clarity. There's clarity in movement. And clarity can bring us purpose, peace, pleasure, maybe. It can really help us see the greater vision that we have for ourselves and help us live out and enact a more purposeful, clear existence as human beings. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me if you relate with that. What is your word for the year? Do you have a different word for the year? Maybe you don't relate to this at all, or you haven't struggled with this. I would love to know your secret weapon, your secrets. Tell me.
Your secret is safe with me.
And speaking of secrets and like getting over perfectionism and just leaning into the word movement, I really just want to emphasize the power of presence and purpose, purposeful intent and action, purposeful action. How many times can I say that? And giving yourself permission, literally saying, I give myself permission to act and to move, and I'm not gonna make myself feel bad or get trapped in my head. I'm just gonna do it. And that is a start to embodying movement. Thank you for watching and listening. Share your secrets, share your thoughts on this topic. This is definitely a more philosophical take. Maybe I could go more in depth in this in another video, because I do feel very passionately about this, because it's definitely a huge theme in my life that I've experienced, even through my teenage years until now. And I'm sure we could talk endlessly about this. So if you'd like me to do more like professional, like serious deep dive on this topic, let me know. And thank you so much for tuning in to my corner of the abyss. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, because that actually really helps me figure out what I'm doing. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.